Well, opioid addiction is a big problem. It's a big national problem. It's a big American problem. 75% of the opiates consumed in the world are consumed by Americans. So it is really a problem that has to be addressed at every level of government, including the federal and state governments. At the federal and state level, I think one of the biggest things they can do is to reduce the ready availability of prescription pills. If you get operated on nowadays, you will automatically get a vial of painkillers, whether you are in pain or not, and that has to stop. So I think the governor's recent proposal to put a 72-hour cap on initial prescriptions is a good first start. The president noted, by the way, the other day that 4 out of every 5 heroin users started out in prescription painkillers. So it become painkillers are a gateway nowadays to heroin. So that's a big first step. We in New Bedford haven't been waiting for the federal or the state government to take the lead. We have initiated efforts in the areas of interdiction, of treatment, of emergency response, and education. We've had some very big heroin busts in recent months. We've gone ahead and coordinated treatment through both a regional task force as well as an interdepartmental task force in city government. We were one of the first cities in Massachusetts to arm our first responders with Narcan, and that's saved dozens of lives. And we've introduced opiate avoidance curriculum into our health classes at the high school, and I think that'll help too. We need to make sure that kids are fully sensitized to the risks that come with opiates, even sort of the casual use of painkillers, because that's where a lot of kids head down the wrong road. So we'll continue to drive that. It's a big deal for us. It's a big deal for every community, it seems nowadays, especially in the Northeast, but across the country. But New Bedford's taking it on head on right now.
Well, as I've said, addiction is a problem, and I think part of the problem is how doctors freely write a prescription. I think there needs to be a little more guidelines on that. Yes, there is a issue of drugs in the city, and we see it around us. You know, there's a reason why we have a lot of drug rehab centers here, because clearly there's an issue. And I think, you know, the only reason why the Hawthorne Street Sober House came in up to the forefront is because it's on Hawthorne Street. If it was anywhere else in the city, I don't think you would have gotten the big backlash that you're getting right now. We need to be able to find the dealers. We need to do a better source. We need to find a better way to go after them. These are the people that are selling the drugs, so let's go after them. They're dealers, you know, they're killing people. You know, people don't want to say that, but there's a reason why there are overdoses, and it's because of the drugs that are being sold out there. So let's you go after the dealer first. But also I think we need to take a good look at what's going on with doctors and prescribing painkillers to a lot of young adults. You know, why are we having Narcan available in middle and high school? I mean, that's a scary thing to think about, that there are children as young as 12 and 13 that may overdose from a drug. What we need to do as a community, again, is work together with the programs that are already here. I've never believed that a 30 or 45-day program, or even a 90-day, or even a year is enough to really help an addict. And therefore, again, we need to get that kind of help. We need that kind of involvement in the community, is to go to these programs and say, okay, how can we as a community work with you to make sure that we're doing the right thing for the addicts?